everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan Steelers going up against Dalton's Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Again, here's Bernard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Bell, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Vincent Ray coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Ryan to throw. Being chased out left. And James has it. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely...
Bernard churning, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Dalton. And this is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. The juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw is Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
This is Bell. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
that play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, here's Ryan. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Now Bell. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now Ryan on second down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Vontaze Burfict coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On third and goal, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. And Murray's kick is up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down, Dalton. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, it's Bell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. It's Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Murray's kick is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Going deep downfield for Ross. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right around the 26. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A second quarter score from down in Houston, and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Ryan now off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. Ryan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. They'll run it with Bell. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on third down, Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield here, Dalton. Throw left side, complete. It's Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Dalton now to pass. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The ball's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Dalton gives to Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today, no matter what's called.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Second down following the run. They'll go again with Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now it's Ryan. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Perkins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Flushed out right. He completes it to Bryant. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Perkins on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Bernard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And the Rams have scored again, able to stretch their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Dalton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through. Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team. We'll see how they respond now. A good, solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the give, this is their fullback. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Running on 3rd and goal with Perkins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Dalton dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Andy Dalton. And a right side completion here by LaFell. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And the D looking like they may blitz. Out of the pistol, Perkins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, they go to Perkins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 3rd down, Ryan. James has got it, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go with Perkins again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll run it here with Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.